Three types of forex charts, how to read them in USA 2022. Trade trade of wicket and trading view charts, free 30 days of future trading. And trading views of practice trading a future trade of micro future and option micro minus on the S and P 500 try the platform free now special micro mini rate download now up to $349 off no commission and trade install now. Forex portal, all market data, signal and technical analysis. Three type forex is charged, how to read them babypips.com. New automated pivot and a point and calculator for every single market milk SC, GP, BUSD per point. Coco, try for free to type the forex for the chart and how to read them. In order to study how the price of currency pairs move, you need some sort of the way and look at its historical and current price behavior. A chart or more specifically chart price chart happen to be the first tool that every trader using technical analysis needs to learn. A chart is simply a visual representation of a currency and a pair and price over a set of period of time. Upstream, downstream, sideways trend, upstream. In visualize the trading activity that take place during a single trading period, with whether it's 10 minutes or 4 hours. 4 hours, 1 day or 1 week, any financial asset with price purposes data over the period of the time can be used from the chart and from a chart from analysis price change as series. These are mostly randomly. So our job is as a trader is to manage the risk and access possibility probability and their charting can help chart our user friendly since it's pretty easy to understand how price movement are presented over time since it's so visual. With the chart, it is easy to identify, analyze the currency price, movement pattern, and trend tendiness on the chart. The y-axis vertical axis represents the price and scale, and x-axis horizontal axis represents the time scale. The prices are plotted from left to right across the axis. The most recent price is plotted further to right. Back in the chart are drawn by hand. Fortunately for us, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were born and made computer accessible to the masses, and so chart are now magically drawn by software. What does a price chart represent? A price chart displays the change in supply and demand. A chart aggregates every buy or sell transaction and financial instrument that we use. Transaction and financial instrument in our case, currency pairs are given any moment. as well news as well as traders the current exposition of a future. This is when the future arrives and the reality is represented this exchange price shift again. The future news is now known. Is no news with the new information. Trader adjust their exception on future news and cycle repeats chart bands and activity for millions of market prices, whether they are human or all cause whether the transaction occurred by the action of exporter a currency invertation from a central bank transit made by AI from a hedge of fund and discretionary trades from the related traders and analysis types of chart. Let's take a look at the three most popular types of price chart: line chart, bar chart, candlestick chart. Now we'll explain each of the forex chart and let you know that what you are assured. Now we will explain each forex chart, let you know what you should know about to each of them. ऑक्टाफैक्स आप जितना ज़्यादा सीखेंगे इतना ज़्यादा कमाएंगे. शुरू करें. लाइन a simple chart drawing and when closing into the next choosing a price when strung together with a line we can see the general price movement of a currency pair over a period of time. It is simple to follow, but the line of a chart may not provide a trader with much detail about a price behavior within the period. All you know is the price of close at X at the end of a period. You have no clue what else happened, but it does help the trader to see the trends and trends more easily. Visually compare the closing price from the one period to the next. This type of chart is usually used to big picture view price of movements. The guide. The line of chart also shows the trend of the price and is simply the scope of the line. Some traders consider the closing level of scope level to be more important than the open high or low. By the paying attention to only one close price fluctuation within the trading session are ignored. Here the example of line chart for Euro USD. A bar chart. Unfortunately, this is not a chart at bar. A bar chart is a little more complex. It shows opening and closing prices as well as high and lows. Bar chart help trader to see a price range of each period: high, close, open, low. Bars may increase the degree in the bar and the average and never range of bar. The bottom of vertical bar indicates the lower and the lower tier of a price and indicates the high pace price, and the vertical bar itself indicates the pair of trading range as a whole, and as a pricing inflation larger bar and a quarter, and as the price of inflation become quieter the bar and become the smaller the fluctuation is the bar is size is because the way of each bar is constructed and the bar of the low price, and they also record and record the horizontal charge and the line as a horizontal and hash one left side except of the bar on the hash on the right side of the closing. Here is an example of bar of your OLC chart, types of chart. Take note throughout the lessons and you will see the bar and interference and the single piece of data on chart. A bar is simply one segment of